What's going on, guys? It's me, Jace, and welcome back. Today we're going to be watching Michael Mayer, the tight end from Notre Dame, the perennial #1 tight end coming out of his draft class. We'll talk about that as we get into next year. But I did watch Toledo, Purdue, Cincinnati, and the Ohio State game from this year. So I did watch about 4 games of his, and I liked what I saw. I felt that he was a very productive tight end. At Notre Dame, he has 180 catches for almost 2,100 yards. He's a productive tight end when it comes to catching the ball, and you can see him. He works in line. He works at receiver. He works in the slot. He run blocks. He pass blocks. We're gonna look at all of that today. So he does everything. He's a very good football player. So before we get into that, though, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notification bell as well to come so you can get notifications and come back to the videos, and the channel continues to grow. So I appreciate that. But enough of my intro. Let's get into it. Let's talk about Michael Mayer, tight end from Notre Dame. So the first player we're going to look at here is going to be Michael Mayer running a wheel route up the sideline. So number 87 right here, this is Michael Mayer. He's going to be number 87 through all the 6 clips we're going to watch here. But we're going to watch him run this wheel route. And so, and I want you to see just his ability to run the route well and his ability to track the ball down the field. So one thing he does a good job of is avoiding contact because he has a larger frame, right? So a lot of defenders will try to get hands on him. He's 6'4", 251. A lot of defenders try to get hands on him because he's so big. They try to slow him down. So they're going to actually he's going to throw this ball here to Mayer, who's managed to get separate. This is a corner. He's managed to pull away from the corner just based off leverage, not because he's faster, but because he did a really good job of avoiding the hand contact, avoiding that, and then getting the leverage to outpace that defender. Then he's going to track the ball down the field. He's going to catch it. He's going to continue to run. He's going to get a couple more yards, and he's going to get tackled for a huge gain. These are routes that receivers run. Receivers run wheel routes deep down the field, track the ball over their shoulders. This is a tight end at 251 pounds doing this against corners. He is a legitimate weapon. He's a sure-handed option in the pass game. Again, he can line up at any position and be successful. He has top-tier vision when he gets the ball in his hands. He can take 5-yard in routes, which we'll watch him take it up the field. He's a great blocker. He's one of, if not the best tight end in the class. So we're going to look at this next play here, which is going to be an out route, which is what I think I love most about his game. Is one, the release, while it can be inconsistent at times, when it is consistent, it's great. So he gets off the ball like a receiver. He's going to get rid of those hands, and he's going to break outside. When you're a tight end, you want to be in this position, right? Because you're much larger. 9 times out of 10, you're much larger than anybody in the secondary, right? It's very rare that you get a safety or a corner who's 6'5" and can run with you, right? Most of them are smaller. So you want to be in this position here where you have the ability to box this particular defender out. So no matter what this defender does, he can't do anything to catch this ball or to intercept this ball or knock it down because your body's so big that you out leverage him. So now this particular defender here is now looking at the back of your jersey as you get north-south because you did a good job of getting release from the line of scrimmage. So get your hands off me. Now that defender is playing outside and you have the inside leverage. You break inside on that route. That defender can do nothing to make up that ground. All he can do is make the tackle at this point because he's already beat because of what you did at the line of scrimmage. So when there's a consistent release and you have the body to box out defenders, you can be an unstoppable player. You can be unstoppable. I mean, that was Gronk's game. Gronk's game was get your hands off me. I'm bigger than you. I'm going to box you out. That was Gronk's game. So that can be his game. I'm not saying he's going to be Gronkowski or anything like that, but you can see that, like, you're bigger, box him out. You got a good release off the line of scrimmage. It should take some refining, but that's it. Outside of that, like, you can see the ability to be a legitimate weapon in the pass game as he continues to get upfield and get more yards. He can be a legitimate weapon. So Everybody loves catching the ball and getting yards, but let's talk about the nitty gritty. Let's talk about pass pro. When you're a tight end, your job is so much more than just catching the football, right? Travis Kelce gets all these touchdowns in the NFL. Yeah, but Travis Kelce can block. That's how tight ends make their bread and butter when they're not catching the ball, right? So right here, Michael Mayer. We're going to watch him here. This particular defender is going to come down to try to rush. Michael Mayer is going to stand him up. He's going to stonewall him, knock him down to his knees. So watch what happens here. The play's going to run. Defender's going to come up. He's going to rush. Mayer immediately gets hands on him. Problem. I don't like this. You never want to be like this. You're too big and you have too much of a weight advantage to be rushing or to be pass blocking with your head down. Not on this guy. Not on this particular defender. Really you don't want your head down at all in pass pro, but I understand if it's someone who's larger than you, right? But this is somebody who's smaller than you clearly outweigh, and you have your head down. And he does get his head back up. He's eye level with the defender, which is good recovery, which is what you want. And he has the defender completely stonewalled to where the defender really can't go anywhere. Then the defender slips and he's down on his knees, and his time on this play, or his chance on this play, is over. So I put this play in here just to show you how a lot of his game is just refining small things, and he could become an elite player. Get your head up on this block, and you're not driven back. Not a bad play. So not only can he thrive in pass pro, he can also thrive as a run blocker. And not just a run blocker. I'm talking about he's pulling across the line of scrimmage. So here he is right here, and I want you to watch him pull across the line of scrimmage and completely hit someone like he's an 18-wheeler. Just going to completely destroy someone. So he's going to run across the formation here. Him and the center. They're going to run across the formation. Now here he is. He's coming backside, right? Coming backside. He has to cross the running back's face to open up the lane for the running back. So then you have this guy, this defender blitzing off the edge. Oh, it's a run. I'm going to make this tackle for a loss. Well, look what he does here. He notices, okay, well, there's nothing here. So obviously the rush is coming from outside. What he does, he gets his head around. Boom. Completely destroys the defender. Gets him off his feet. And that defender had no idea it was coming. No idea it was coming because he's rushing off the edge so fast. And he thinks that he's going to immediately cut up field to try to get the block on this defender. Nah, he changes his mind. He goes right out to that corner. Boom. Lights him up. Gets him off of his feet. That is a legitimate blocking tight end. He's a blocking tight end who can catch the ball. It's an offensive coordinator's dream, right? You don't compromise yourself in the run game or in pass protection, and you have a legitimate weapon downfield. I love this play. Look at just that angle. If I was Michael Mayer, I'd get this film and put it framed and put it on the wall. I would, because that's a hell of a block. To completely get someone off their feet like that, that's a block, and you're a tight end. So we're going to run to the next play here, which is going to be two more passes here. This was going to be an in route. And so here's Michael Mayer up top. And again, this is a tight end. Watch how he runs his route here. He's going to run the little in route. Ball's going to be snapped. He's going to release off the ball. Very kind of walking the route. He's going to break in immediately at the 35-yard line. Catch the ball, break that arm tackle, and he's going to get upfield. He looks like a big, wide receiver. And he does such a good job here because on this route here, you don't want to run this route hard because you're trying to convince this defender that, oh, well, I'm not a part of the play. They're not going to throw me the ball. I'm the tight end flexed out. No one's going to throw me the ball. So he kind of lollygags, breaks. As soon as he breaks, ball is thrown, caught. Now you can't tackle him because you were so busy thinking that he was not a part of the play, right? So we'll watch it one more time here where this defender here, this corner, he's going to take that receiver out of the way. And that's going to leave a lot of cushion here for Michael Mayer and this particular defender. But that particular defender has his eyes in the backfield. He is not even paying attention to Michael Mayer because he lollygagged his way off the line of scrimmage. He lulled the defender to sleep, and he's a tight end. So he catches the ball at the 35, gets up, across the 40, across the 45, to the 48, 47-yard line. So that's a large gain just off of a simple in route. When he gets the ball, as I mentioned before, he's a legitimate weapon when he gets the ball. So the next play we're going to look at here is going to be the last play here. This play here, I can't tell you how many times I watched this play because I cannot believe what happened in this play. So Michael Mayer is going to cross this defender up. All he's missing is a basketball, the way he does it. He does his defenders so dirty. So Michael Mayer's flexed out here at receiver, by the way. So he's all the way out here, off, on the line of scrimmage, but he's out here. So he's going to snap this ball. They're going to snap the ball. I want you to watch Michael Mayer over here on the right-hand side. So he's going to get upfield and push up on this particular defender, right? He puts that foot in the ground and completely crosses the defender. Completely crosses the defender. Look at this angle. Look at his leg. Crosses his face. As soon as he crosses his face, he gets his head up. Boom. Ball is thrown. You want to guess what happens here? If you guess touchdown, congratulations, you're correct. It's a touchdown, right? So that's what ends up happening. But this is what I mean when I say you have a guy that can go out there and pull in the run game and pancake defenders, but you also have a guy that can run this skinny post, cross a corner up in the middle of the field and catch a touchdown. That's his game. And you can see why a lot of people have him locked in as the #1 tight end in the country going into the draft process, because very few tight ends can do what he does. The elite tight ends, the top tier tight ends, they block. Travis Kelce blocks. George Kittle blocks. They block. But they can also run this same route up a corner and score a touchdown for their team. That's what makes you an elite tight end. The tight end that has the most yards, yes, people will say that, oh, he has the most yards, that's elite. He just got thrown the ball the most. Can you get the yards? Can you protect the quarterback? Can you block in the run game? If you don't compromise your team in any way at tight end, you're an elite tight end. Some tight ends can't catch, some tight ends can't block. The ones that can do both, those are the ones that become elite tight ends. And Michael Mayer, he can do both. Hope you guys enjoyed Michael Mayer's breakdown today. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell as well. I do appreciate it as the channel is always growing. Make sure you guys tell someone about the channel because, we're going to be breaking down film the rest of the year and going into the draft process. We're not slowing down. We're going to keep going up. So I appreciate all the support, guys. And as always, y'all take care.